The Congregation of the Most Holy Redeemer, widely known as the Redemptorists, was founded by St. Alphonsus Liguori in 1732, a missionary community with an approximate membership of 5,300 priests and brothers and present in 82 countries. The congregation is dedicated to preaching God's plentiful redemption to the poor and the most abandoned. The first Redemptorists in the Philippines arrived in Opon, Cebu on June 30, 1906.
In 1928, the Philippines was divided into two different units. The Cebu Vice-Province for Visayas and Mindanao under the Irish Province, and the Manila Vice-Province for Luzon under the Australian Province.
In 1929, His Grace Most Reverend Michael O'Doherty provided 3 hectares of land in Baclaran, Parañaque to the Redemptorist missionaries for perpetual use. Under the supervision of Father Dennis Grogan, a monastery and a church were built as a place for the Redemptorists to live, learn the Tagalog language, and carry on with their mission work for the Filipino people wherever needed. The foundation stone of the Baclaran Monastery was blessed and laid on September 13, 1931. The church's blessing took place on February 21, 1932, with the Very Reverend Michael O'Doherty, Archbishop of Manila. By October 17, 1947, Manila as a vice-province was erected,
and the foundations of the other communities from Lipa,
Legazpi,
Quezon City, and Lawag followed suit. 8 months later, the first novena in Baclaran was held on June 23, 1948, led by Father Leo English. 70 people witnessed this groundbreaking event.
Subsequently, the declaration of the Baclaran Church as the National Shrine of Our Mother of Perpetual Help took place on February 1, 1958, a decade after the first novena was held.
Upon the requests of the Redemptorists, the church was not made a parish but a mission station instead, to allow the Redemptorists to concentrate on promoting the devotion to Our Mother of Perpetual Help, administering the sacrament of reconciliation, and giving missions to different places and communities.
Since its dedication on December 5, 1958 up to the present, the shrine has been open 24 hours. Over time, the mission endeavors of the Vice-Province have progressed and changed, responsive to the signs of the times and the context where missions are being done. Considerable factors were the Second Vatican Council, the Martial Law, and the Second Plenary Council of the Philippines. Social mission initiatives have taken place among the Redemptorist shrines, especially in Baclaran, and were adopted by other communities as a novel and concrete form of mission in the succeeding years. The Redemptorist Educational Assistance Program, St. Gerard Family Life, providing counseling for various family concerns, Skills Training Center and Livelihood Program, St. John Neumann Migrant Center for Overseas Filipino Workers,
Medical and Dental Services, Crisis Intervention Center,
the Solidarity Assistance Committee that responds to people in need, especially during calamities, through relief and rehabilitation efforts. The Sarnelli Center for Street Children, dedicated to the service of children at risk.
Well-being Center for Women.
Efforts to respond to particular social context of mission fields were made through justice, peace and integrity of creation, ecumenism, and mission to the indigenous peoples. New Media Apostolate and the Commission on Youth, which gives special attention to doing mission with and for the young people. From 1929 to the present, the Redemptorists
stays committed to its mission of witnessing to Christ's plentiful redemption even as the whole world faces the challenges brought by the pandemic. The Vice-Province continues to respond to the needs of our most abandoned brothers and sisters. Since the lockdowns and quarantines began, the Vice-Province never ceases to provide food aids by mobilizing community kitchens and pantries. The Redemptorists also intensify the missionary engagement with the vulnerable individuals and communities, including medical frontliners.
This is the story of the Redemptorist Vice-Province of Manila. It is a ceaseless story of devotion and mission, filled with the zeal for God's mission and love for the poor and the most abandoned. This is our Debo Mission journey.